you get a chance to really decompress. And I have been thinking about Chance the Rapper's new album for so long. I haven't truly rejoiced about an artist dropping music in so long. And the thing is, this year, the great year of 2025, everybody and their mother has been like, all right, it's time to release. The world needs to see my music. Even local acts like Ozone is out here saying,
man,
here's an album y'all been waiting 4 years, but this will be the year I might as well come stand outside.
30 years, honestly, bro. I won't get into it, but it's been longer than, to me, it's been longer than 4. It's been 30 years, bro.
And the fact that Chance was able to drop during a year when everybody has been dropping, and his has been the one that has stood out, at least for the people, at least. And it's been something so beautiful, and it feels like he's handled it with such care. And it feels weird because the last time I heard of him, he was mid. He was trash.
Don't say mid. He was worse. Dumpster fire.
Yeah, and the thing is, the album The Big Day wasn't even that bad to me. I enjoyed it. I think I downloaded like 8 of the, I think 20-ish songs.
Yeah.
Shooting 50% from the field is always nice, in my opinion. If you're gonna drop an album, I need to at least be able to say 45 of this we can keep going with.
Yeah,
because I've always had this feeling about Chance's music where he's such a good writer and a good setup storyteller type of guy that he can make a song about anything, and it's tough. But now he's really getting the adulation and the praise that he's truly been deserving, and it feels so good down here.
It feels great, bro.
Mm-hmm. Are you a Chance superfan? Were you?
This is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got slapped by my dad in 7th grade for listening to Chance the Rapper because he thought I was doing drugs.
Yeah.
And he thought I was convincing my friends to do drugs.
Yeah.
Because I played Juice in his car. In 7th grade, I remember it. And he slapped my neck so hard. Don't ever play the song ever again in my car. Don't ever listen to the song ever again. And from that moment, I knew Chance the Rapper was the greatest nigga I knew. I just made the choice. I'm going to be a Chance the Rapper fan.
The fact that he got such a crazy reaction.
You know how old heads are. If old heads don't like your style, your music, or your choice of words, you're doing the right things.
Yeah, no, that's real.
Because they just don't understand it.
That's real. If we're so ahead of their time, they don't know what they talking about. They thought that he was out here praising the drugs, sharing the drugs.
Literally.
But he was literally talking to his friends about, man, this drug stuff is ruining my life.
Literally.
It is ruining my life, and I'm so addicted that I needed to feel something again. I haven't felt something in so long.
Yeah. The same old heads that said don't shoot threes. I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Man, I love Chance. Like, when he dropped, I was confused. I
forgot he was dropping too, because he's been dropping like singles for the past
for years.
Like,
and the singles have been hidden.
It's been a full year of him dropping songs like Higher and Low type of thing.
Because this was the problem. He dropped Trees, and he hasn't missed on a single in my mind. He dropped Trees with Lil Wayne and Smino. I said, oh yeah, it's cooked. I don't like it. It's over with.
You didn't like it?
I hated it. Hated it dearly. And I was like, oh, this is terrible. And then a week later, I wake up to go to work, put my usual playlist on. I see Chance the Rapper drop the album. I tweaked out of my mind. I spammed the group chat. I'm like, what? Spam the group chat, bro. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing his greatest album he's ever dropped.
That's fair.
The greatest album he's ever dropped. I stand on it. That's the greatest album Chance the Rapper's ever dropped.
So, my thing with Chance, he has this way of writing where it's impossible for him to miss, because of, if one thing for sure, two things for certain, he will make a bar and then layer it and then set it up for the next bar and then set it up for the next bar while talking about a whole nother thing, right? You get to unpack such a crazy dialect when it comes to trying to listen to a Chance the Rapper song, album, things of that nature, where you know that you are missing out if you are not paying attention. But he's not one of them corny old heads where you have to like put your lyrical brain on and be able to hear it and actually care about it. It's like, no. You can just let it play in the background. And it is cool. And one thing you start to notice, he is responsible for so much type of music that is out just today.
Literally.
Or at least so much music for the underground to be able to lead to what we're listening to today. For example, the Ken Carsons, the Destroy Lonelys, people of that nature, right?
Yes.
And while I was listening to him drop a bunch of these singles, I felt like something big was coming because if he was getting so much flack, so much hate for the big day, that it was getting to the point where everyone was trying to act like he does not have a Grammy. That's the thing that people were forgetting. They're trying to act like he is not one of like the greatest in our time era.
No, literally.
Like I've always heard people when people talk about like the big three rap artists, it's always Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, but no one will ever look at a guy like Chance, and that's always felt weird to me deep down. Because he's been able to make so many different types of genres of music. Even when you go back to the project before that in the Coloring Book, where it's, I still call it a gospel album. I'm able to play with my mother and my grandmother in the car. So what are we really talking about? So,
nah, he's got it for sure. I wasn't expecting it. I was like, wow, and like the storytelling he has on that album is like, this is why everything went bad, and the only reason why this album is sounding so good is because everything went so bad.
How so?
I'm thinking there was the very first song he dropped. What was the intro song?
Starline?
Yeah. Intro? Mm-hmm. He literally said the only reason why this sounds so good is either because the bad times created something great in me or because I got lucky.
I was making paints with the pain.
Yeah.
Like this thing was all, and not even to mention the amount of like bars that he was dropping, not even bars. The amount of one-liners that I was really like, yeah, no, this man really got it, right? And it started reminding me of like Lil Wayne when he was in his prime, where he's able to drop a line that stays with you
forever.
And I feel like that's such a lost art to begin with. And I feel like that's missing with a whole bunch of like, for example, like an Offset and people that are like truly known as rappers. It's like, well, one ear, one out.
Yeah, you don't have a one-liner. Bro, yeah. He was going stupid on the album for no apparent reason.
So, what do you take away from that? Being able to make paint out of the pain.
The biggest thing is like that I got from the album was like people are actually evil.
Okay, how so?
What did he say in you guys want me to do acid? How about you go do it? Since it's a superpower. That's what he said. Since it's a superpower, you go take it. Since this is so good, my pain was so good, you go do it and recreate what I just recreated. And he did this without acid, with no drugs, no influence, and it sounds this good.
And you know what? I'm so glad that he said that because I've always heard people say he always sounded better when he was depressed and on drugs and doing this and this and this.
Do you hear how evil that is?
That is a crazy lie.
It's the same thing with Adele. She sounded better when she was fat. Whoa. What are we talking about? People want to make health changes and we're ridiculing him for it? Gunna sounded better when he was big. God forbid someone wants to take care of their body to be around for their kids.
First of all, don't even ever say some shit like about. Don't ever say something like that about Gunna ever again. He's
like,
hard.
What?
Like, you know, he's been cooking for
like,
this past
what?
And you know what? It also makes you realize a lot of these celebrities. There used to be this one thing before the internet where there used to be a thing with the internet when it came around when celebrities were so far removed from the regular person where me and you talking about a celebrity would actually never get back to that celebrity. They would actually, Bon Jovi never saw any of the critics that was coming towards him.
There was no Twitter.
Exactly.
There was no tweets coming his way.
You couldn't DM a guy like Mick Jagger or the Beatles or any of, and they would actually see it. I can DM Drake now and he would probably see it. So
like what?
That's crazy to me. That's so crazy.
Kevin Durant responds on Twitter like it's his homeboys tweeting him.
And that was always such a big disconnect with me because I was like, you hear that and then you hear the rebuttal of being like, oh well, it's just social media, it's just the internet, you could turn it off, you can turn away, you don't need to be like there. But it's like we've gotten to the point where you can't remove yourself.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where it got to the point where creators had to be there to be able to see how the audience is taking in their work in the first place to see if they need to read and react. And it got to the point where the individuals that are so emphasized on the, okay, I'm just going to drop my stuff and y'all could have it or y'all could don't have it, it has gotten to the point where when you are actively removing yourself from the critiques and the criticisms, you don't know what you're actually doing well. Yeah. And you don't know what you're missing out because of you tend to notice, especially once you start getting a lot of bread, you get disconnected from what is happening and what is the real context of the story, basically, where you see yourself in a way that's not actually the truth.
Yeah.
And that's problematic even of itself, so that you don't lose what it means to be a human.
Bro, he literally predicted his own downfall.
How so?
And Sun Come Down on the big day, he literally, at the end of the song, he was just like talking to his wife, essentially. And he was explaining, like, don't look down at the comments. Don't look down at what the world's saying. Because it's going to tear us apart. It's going to make us look bad. He knew the album was going to be bad. Not bad, but he knew the album was going to be misinterpreted.
He knew that the album was going to be commercial.
Literally. And it literally fried him so bad. And he was like, I'm telling you what to do when that happens because it's going to happen. And it still happened.
And it's one of those things that hurts, too, because it's like...
It's a beautiful family.
It's a great family. It was loving. It was holy. It was beautiful. But then it gets to the point where it's like, hey, here is $100 million, but it will ruin your career. What will you take?
Yeah, bro.
What will you truly
And he even explained that too. How much do I have to go through the divorce, the child support? So you did this to him. You're the reason. He literally coached you how to get through this hard time. The pain in the pain.
Was he cheating? I don't remember.
No, he was a great guy.
Why did they separate?
The media. It just got to her too much after he said it's gonna happen. He didn't cheat them. Not that I know of.
Because of like I was looking for that too. Because I was talking to some of my homegirls about it too, and I was trying to figure it out because it's like when you hear somebody breaks up, especially if they're a celebrity, the main thing that I think to my head is infidelity.
Yeah.
It got to be infidelity.
Has to be cheating.
I didn't see no text messages. I didn't see no nothing. The only thing that I saw was him getting bunda down in the carnival. But it's carnival.
It's Jamaica.
Exactly.
Personally, I'm gonna escape.
They be dancing, they be doing all that stuff. Sure.
Yeah.
Isn't he Caribbean? Isn't he part of them folks too?
I think so. Yeah.
So it's like
he was having a good time.
He was taking out with his
and
homies.
she was there too. So it's like,
there?
yeah. So it's like, she was there too. So what's the issue?
And then it turns out that they're separated at that time too. So they were
Yeah. So it's like, why are they separated? And it's because of that. She got paid, I think. Because like, there's no reason to separate. He literally told you what was gonna happen, how it was gonna happen, when it was gonna happen, and it happened. And now you're mad at him.
But then again, I will say, it's one thing to say it, and it's another thing to live it.
No, facts.
Because it's definitely different when you got both. Oh my God, people were talking crazy about her. People were going on her media, calling her a trans woman. Like that's a lot. That is
a lot.
Just because the album was bad, y'all can't just leave me with that.
It was before the album even came out, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Once he got married, they're like, no.
Because they were like dating, he proposed. They're like, no way. Yeah. It happened way before they even got married. So like it's bad.
The politics of the desirability politics will always piss me off when it comes to people's real lives, because of people are out here putting in their own limitations and their own like belief systems onto another person and onto another person's view of love. They're like, no, you can't fall in love with her if she's not skinny, if she's not pale skinned, if she's not tall, if she's not objectively supermodel beautiful. You're really rich. You're not supposed to be with someone that looks like a regular individual.
And that's why I like
that you've known forever. Yeah. Like that's been your whole girl forever. And it's like, nah, bro, you gotta leave her, bro. Go get one of these IG baddies, bro.
And that's why he should have did what Dante did, the streamer or the YouTuber.
Okay, I'm Dante.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I'm Dante.
Do you know what he did?
What did he do?
Okay, he didn't do anything crazy. He's married to a woman that's plus size.
Okay.
And he said, I don't care. I'm happy. You're not.
Simple.
That's all you have to do.
But it's different though.
That's all you have to do.
Chance's a rapper. This nigga's
But it's the same thing.
That's fair.
I'm happily married. You're not.
Yeah. Go drop an album. Go drop another song. Said literally the "I love my wife" meme.
That's what he should have did. I'm happy. You're not.
Played it. I mean, that's fair. Played into the whole meme of it all is definitely a good.
And
look,
then like privatize your account.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Literally only post when you have to post.
I'm famous, so you don't have to be. You don't make you having your platform doesn't make us money. Please privatize it. You don't need it.
Oh, you mean her side? Okay.
Because that's what was happening. They were
niggas
frying her,
finding her account, and then just
it's cooked from there.
That's so gross to me. Oh my God! But back to the album. I love the overemphasis on community, because I've always felt like that's a thing that's been missing.
And he's been doing this for 5 years.
What's up? How so?
The song Together, the highs and the lows, literally all of it built the album. I didn't even realize it. He dropped one song during COVID back in like 2020. That was literally predicting like what he was gonna do. I didn't even know that. I had just listened to it recently. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, bro. Yeah.
Well, while you look for it, I'm gonna yeah. And one thing that I will say about this new album, it seems like there's been this exclusive emphasis on family, on community, and the fact that people need to protect the ones that they love.